everyone, welcome back to Love Your Love Muscle. It's been a while since we did this podcast. A lot has happened during the last few weeks. We have been recording, as you know, a 6-week long meditation course, meditation for beginners. So that's what we've been doing the past few weeks. And yeah, that's why we didn't have Love Your Love Muscle for a while. I had to concentrate on that. The course is finished. We had lots of participants that joined live, that watched the recordings. Those that were on Vero, they could watch the recordings. And of course, our Patreons have the whole course ready and can do it whenever they want. They can do the course whenever they want to. And it's out on the website now as well, and you can buy the course for a reduced price. At the moment, I think it's $30 right now. 6 lessons running over 6 weeks. You can decide yourself how long you want to do or how often you want to do a session, but at least there are 6 classes. And if you haven't meditated before, if you want to start meditating and you really want to start it a good way, this is a perfect course for you. So if you haven't got the chance to follow along, you can buy the course right now at a reduced price until the 1st of December. So only $30, otherwise it would be $55. Anyway, we're back with Love Your Love Muscle. So we're going to talk about heart-focused meditation, living from the heart and everything that has with that to do. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? This week the theme will be, or is, not will be, the theme is asking our heart a question. So we're going to talk about our intuition. We're tapping into our intuition. As you know, and if you have followed the course we did recently as well, we talked about our heart and the electromagnetic field that our heart creates. Our heart is electric. So we have a big electromagnetic field around us, and our heart, through that field, works as a transmitter and receiver of information. The information we transmit are our feelings and emotions. So the information about how we feel, what we think, our state of being is encoded in that field we have around us. That's also why we pick up on other people's feelings and emotions, not only by looking, but we sense it as well. We can sense the information in other people's and even animals, their electromagnetic field. And that influences our heart as well. We can even measure that. We can measure that with our heart rhythm variation or heart rate variation or heart rate variability, as they call it as well, HRV. And we see that people that are close together synchronize their heart rate just by being in the vicinity of each other. So that means their feelings and emotions, they start to synchronize after a while. Same happens with animals. So if you know, the Earth itself has an electromagnetic field as well. And we are living inside of it. So we are some way connected to that field. We are connected to the earth. We're connected to each other. It's almost like a psychic internet. Can we use the information? Can we be more in the flow with life and what's happening around us by tapping into our heart intelligence, to say it that way, our intuition? Yes, we can. So we're going to practice that right now. I just want you to follow along. It's the same technique as we do always, but before we get started, please make sure to have a question ready. So if you have something to ask, and make it a question that you can answer with yes or no. So when we do our session, when we go into meditative state, and when we start asking our heart a question, we should receive a yes or no answer. So if there's something you're wondering about, something you're worried about, something you question in your life, maybe even want to ask what the weather will be tomorrow. Will it be good weather tomorrow? Yes or no? That is the kind of question you should ask. Will I get together with this person? Will I see this person again? Is my health going to be all right? Is the doctors, the results of my tests, are they going to be good or bad? Yes or no? So those are things you can ask your heart. So I hope you have something in your mind right now. Maybe you have written it down, even better. So a question that your heart can answer with yes or no. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started. Let me see who is on Second Life. Some people jumping in there. Ooh, Rimael, good to have you. Welcome back. And we have some people on Odyssey as well. And of course, this session, this podcast will be recorded and will be broadcasted in a few days. Okay, so I hope you're ready. Let's find a comfortable position. Make sure you have good enough support. Let's get started. Keep that question in the back of your mind. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Lower your shoulders, loosen your jaw, close your eyes. Settle down, settle down. Feeling centered. Take a nice deep inhale again through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Feel yourself getting centered. Feel yourself getting ready. Let the day go. Let everything go. Get into this moment. All right. One more time. Nice good deep inhale through your nose. And out through your mouth. And you can sigh. Whew. Let it go. Let it go. Beautiful. Now breathe normally. Then try to breathe slower and deeper. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Like I always say, this is just to calm your body down, your nervous system down, telling your body that it is in a safe place just by regulating your breath. Nice, deep, calm inhales and exhales. And for a moment, just notice where you feel your breath the most in your body. Do you feel your breath the most in your nostrils? Maybe the back of your throat? Maybe you feel your breath the most in your chest or your tummy? Focus on that point in your body where you feel your breath the most. Notice how you are breathing through that point. Just make a mental note of it. Now I want to invite you to move your focus into your heart space. You can help by putting your hand on your chest right there where your heart is. Focus on your heart space. And imagine that you are breathing through your heart. Just imagine your breath going in and out of your chest area. Nice, calm, deep breaths through your heart. Just imagine that. Keep doing that. Keep breathing through your heart. And as you know, we do this to create that heart rate, that heart coherence. special focus on our heart. And because we are breathing with focus on our heart's electromagnetic field even gets stronger, it gets bigger. Before we're going to ask the question, let's create a feeling of gratitude inside of us. Keep breathing through your heart. Calm, slow, deep breaths. And feel a feeling of gratitude. You can be grateful for the day, grateful for knowing a certain person or being in your life, grateful for anything. There's always something you can be grateful for. Even grateful that you are alive. To generate that feeling of gratitude inside of you. And it helps if you just put a smile on your face, and maybe you're already smiling. And when you create a feeling of gratitude, you open up for the universe, the information in the Earth's electromagnetic field. We're already grateful. We are in a receivership mode. Keep breathing through your heart. Hold on to that feeling, that state of being, that state of gratitude. Now think about your question. Ask that question inside yourself. You can phrase it as, "Dear heart," and you ask your question. And when you do that, listen right away, and the first answer you get, a yes or a no, is the right answer. Don't analyze it. Don't start wondering why it was a yes or a no. Just go with the first thought, the first noticeable sense of the answer. Focus on your heart. Ask your question, dear heart. Pause and listen right away. The first answer that comes to mind is the correct one. Go for that answer. Stay with that answer. Don't question it. The moment you start to analyze or wonder, you are no longer listening to your heart, you're listening to your brain. Your brain is trying to make sense of the answer that your heart is giving. And often that's a good thing, but right now when you really need your intuition, you don't know the answer, but your heart does. Your heart picks it up. Go for the first answer. Alright, so stick with that. And we take that answer with us when we slowly get back. Take it with you as you become more aware of the room you are in, more aware of any sounds in the room, becoming more present. Breathe normally again. Move your body back and forth from side to side. Wiggle with your fingers and toes. Slowly coming back. And when you are ready, open your eyes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Great work. So feel free to discuss. Feel free to type in the chat. You don't have to expose what you were asking. But sometimes the answer makes sense. It's a so resounding yes, that you are so sure. Sometimes it's a bit quiet, but just go for the first answer. That's the best one, always. Let's practice, and you will notice that if you practice heart-brain coherence, if you do the exercises we every day, that the exercises we talked about in the course, if it's the 7-day meditation challenge or just meditate for beginners course, if you do this exercise every day, you train your heart, you train your intuition, you train to listen to your heart. Your heart, the connection between your heart and your brain gets improved. And for some people it gets reconnected. It was severed maybe. And it gets reconnected. You will hear that voice, you will hear your heart talk much, much, much louder and with much more certainty. You will notice a flow in your life as well when it happens. Because instead of listening to our heart, it goes the other way around as well. We can instruct our heart through our brain, say, oh, it would be nice if this and that would happen. And then we automatically, because we're doing this training, create that state of being, of receivership, and it actually goes your way. And if it sounds a bit woohoo for you, be open to it, because this is happening to so many people who do these exercises. Do it every morning, 5 to 10 minutes, create a state of being, focus on your heart, build up that resilience, build up that intuition. But that's what we're going to talk about in other podcasts as well. Different themes, of course. And if you have suggestions for a theme, if you have suggestions or questions in general about meditation, heart focused meditation, or maybe you want to share a project you are doing, something you pour your heart into, feel free to contact me and get in touch, and we'll get you on the show, on the podcast, and you can promote yourself like crazy and your project, of course. So always nice to have people on the show that want to talk about their project, what they're doing, what they pour their heart into. All right. And we also do intention sessions. Maybe we do that next week already. So we help people by setting an intention. And again, we do that with focus on our heart and sending out information through that electromagnetic field of the heart around the earth. Wonderful. Thank you for joining today. Thank you for your patience. Now we are back again, and I hope to see you back next week. Take care. Be safe. Namaste.